What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with a new eyeshadow palette, and this one comes to us from Klarity Cosmetics. It is the Euphoria palette. Now, if you've been here, if you've watched a couple of my videos, you know that I have tried this brand before. I do have one of their palettes, but I'm not really a big fan of that palette, and I never like to judge a brand based off of one impression. So I've been waiting for the perfect color story to come out so I could try them again, and they did. This is the Euphoria palette, and it's absolutely beautiful. First of all, the packaging is gorgeous. I absolutely love kind of that geode look to it. It's beautiful with the gold writing on it, but when we open her up, the color story matches the packaging, and I love that. This is a me color story. It's got the purples, it's got the blues, the greens, a little bit of red. I'm here for it. I'm excited to try this, and I cannot wait to put this shade right here on my eyes and play with it, see what it looks like. I think it's gonna be beautiful. But let me give you a good up close look of this palette. This is what she looks like. Now this is a 12 pan palette that has 7 matte shadows, 3 super foiled eyeshadows, and 1 super foiled gorgeous duochrome in it. It does retail for $48, and it is currently available on the website as we speak. I will have it linked down below, but we're going to create 2 looks with this palette, and I'm excited. So I'm going to go ahead and scooch y'all in a little bit, prime my eyes, and we're going to jump into this palette. Alright, I've gone ahead and zoomed y'all in. I did prime my eyes. I went in with my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly, and I kind of pinned my hair out of the way because it drives me nuts. But let's go ahead and create a look. So first off, I do want to point out that this is a very mid-tone to deep palette, but we do have a couple of lighter shades in here. But we're going to try going in with this shade first. This one is called Very Much So, and I'm going to go in with a very light hand, kind of fluff this into my crease, see if we can kind of get like more of a transition shade out of it. And I'm going to go in with a Game Beauty E06 brush. So I'm just going to lightly pick this up, and I'm just going to lightly fluff. Like, my brush is barely touching my eye, and that is very pigmented, but it's beautiful. Alright, so there's our first shade, and I will say that went down beautifully. I'm way more impressed with the one shade that I have used than I was in any of the shades in the other palette, and I didn't have any patching, any skipping. It blended out really easily, and I'm impressed with the pigment payoff. Like I said, I went in with a very light hand, like extremely light. But let's deepen her up just a little bit. We're gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Wild Child. Now this looks like it's more of a like violet-y shade, and we're gonna deepen up the outer corner with it. This is a Game Beauty EO2 brush, and I'm just going to dip into there and kind of pack this into that outer corner. Yeah, that looks pretty. I am tapping off my brush. I don't want to get any fallout. There's not a lot of kick up in this palette either. Like, let me show you just the 2 shades that I looked. I haven't blown it off or anything like that. It's just, it doesn't have a lot of kick up. And it does not take a lot of product to build up. But that looks really nice. Alright, so this is what we're looking like, and it looks beautiful. I'm excited. So far, so good. But I think what I want to do next is I want to take this shade right here. This is called Dream Chaser, and it looks like it's a really deep navy blue. And I just want to very lightly put some of this into that outer corner, building up just a tiny bit of depth. So I'm going to go in with a Sigma E45 brush and very lightly build this up. Yeah. Yep, like so. Alright, I like that. I think it looks beautiful. I love that we didn't get a black in here. I love that we got this really deep navy blue because it's going to be more versatile for the colors that are in here. But that looks really nice, and this is super, super pigmented. Like, I'm really, really amazed at how super pigmented it is. I don't know how many times I can say that. But let's go ahead and play with this shade right here. I want to put this on my lower lash line. So this one is called If Fuchsia Let Me. So cute. I love the shade names in here. And I'm going to take, here we go, I'm going to take a Sigma E57 brush, and I'm just going to tap into that shade and kind of buff it along my lower lash line. I don't want to take it too far down. I just kind of want to line my lower lash line a little bit. I love that. It laid down beautifully. So I'm just going to go in with a clean, fluffy brush. This one is a Morphe M506, no product on it. And I'm just going to kind of fluff it along the edge of that shade, just kind of dispersing it, making sure that it's blended and there's not a harsh line. That looks nice. All right, let's play with the shimmers because I'm excited. I want to pop this all over my lid. This is what we're going in with. This shade is called Vibing, and I'm definitely vibing with it. I will say that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some NYX glitter glue, and then we're gonna hop into the shimmer. Okay, so this is what we're gonna put on the lid, and that is stunning. Like, I'm so excited for this. It is soft. It's a little on like the loose side, so be careful when you dig your finger in here because I kind of went a little too hard. These are lightly pressed. That is so absolutely gorgeous. It's like super foiled and metallic and shifty. I love that shade on my lid. Okay, we're going to pop something into this inner corner. So for the inner corner, I want to do this shade right here. We're going to kind of keep this very much so on the purpley side. This one is called Lava Rose. So I'm going to pick up, where's my brush that I want? Here we go. A Morphe M213 brush, and I am going to spray this with some MAC Fix Plus so I don't get a lot of fallout, and it gives it a little bit more punch. And we're gonna pop this into my inner corner. All right. That's really pretty. Very, not shifty, but very shiny, reflective. That's really pretty. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this eye look, and then I will come back and show you the completed look number 1. All right, so this is going to complete the first look, and I think this is absolutely beautiful. That shimmer shade is so pretty. It looks gorgeous on the lid. Like, I could stare at this all day, but let me show you what I used to finish off this look. So I went in with one of these Sephora Collection 12-hour colorful liners. This is the shade Berry Sweet in my waterline. And then for my lid, I went in with my Half Magic Magic Flick liquid eyeliner and my e.l.f. Lash and Roll mascara. This is really hard to say. Let me just put that out there in case you're curious. It is not easy to say, but this is beautiful. It makes my little heart happy. I love purple eyeshadows, and this is beautiful, but I want to play with the blues in this palette because I need to. So what I want to do is I kind of think I want to do kind of like a blue monochromatic moment on the lid, and then maybe pop this on my lower lash line. And I think we're going to use just about every shade for this look. I don't think we're gonna get to use this one, but we'll see. But let's go ahead and start with this shade right here. It's called Berry Tail. I love the shade names, they're so cute. I'm gonna pick this up, not that brush, with a Game Beauty EO6, and I'm going to pop this into my crease. That's pretty. I like the color Payoff. These are very pigmented. I know I have already said that. I sound like a broken record, but I just want to warn you that if you are a little heavy-handed, or if you're kind of newer into either makeup, you're learning, you're stepping into color, go in with a very light hand, because even this shade, being as light as it is still really pigmented. But they do blend really nice, and I think if you go in with a light hand, they build up really nicely as well. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop into this blue shade up here. It is called Berry Rain, and I'm just going to go in with a Sigma E24 brush. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to pop this into my outer corner, and then we're going to deepen it up with that really, really dark navy blue called Dream Chaser. We're going to get some depth over here. That's a good blue. We like a good blue. That looks really nice. Those two shades blended together beautifully. I didn't have any issues. They're performing the same way these shadows over here did, and I'm really enjoying this palette. I'm enjoying the brand. But let's go ahead and pop into this shade, which is called Dream Chaser. I'm going to go back in with my Sigma E24 brush, and we're going to add some depth into this outer corner. Just like before, going in very lightly. Not super heavy-handed. I don't want to lose control and have this shade take over. All right, let's go ahead and pop something onto the lower lash line. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this shade, and then I kind of want to put a little bit of this one as well. So I'm going to fluff this along my lower lash line. This is called Ripple Effect. And for this, I'm going to go in with, not that brush because it's dirty. That's not a good idea. I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty EO4 brush. I'm going to pick this up and kind of fluff this along the lower lash line. That's really pigmented. Seems to be a theme with the palette. All right, so I think what I want to do for my lid is I want to do this shade right here, which is called Cute Couture, all over the lid, and then kind of go in with Twisted, which is this green shimmer shade, in like the inner corner, kind of up a little bit onto my lid, giving it like a gradient effect, kind of bringing the whole look together, making it very cohesive. So I'm going to grab some of my NYX glitter primer, put her on my lid. We're having a little dream back there. I don't know if the microphone picked that up, but she got really loud. But anyways, she's allowed to do that. She's 10 years old. She's allowed to have her moments and breathe heavy, and she's a loud sleeper. She's a very loud sleeper. Let me just put it that way, putting it nicely. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the shade Cute Couture. That is so pretty. These shimmers are very soft. The first one that I used on my lid over here is a little bit on the flaky side, but this one is just, yeah, it's very soft, very smooth, just metallic. And so I'm taking it over to about right there. So I'm leaving this little gap on my lid open, kind of leading into my inner corner, but that's really pretty. I like that. All right. It has kind of a like purple to blue flip to it. So there's certain angles where I look at the light and it's got a little bit of a purple reflect. So this is definitely a very versatile palette, and I love that. I think it's very well thought out. Let's go into the shade Twisted, and I'm going to put this on my inner corner and take up the rest of that lid space that I have open. So I'm going to pick this up with my Morphe, what is this, the M213 brush. I'm going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and we're going to put it right here and bring it down into my inner corner. That's really pretty. It is a dark inner corner, but I don't don't mind a dark inner corner sometimes, especially if it's like a shimmer shade. I feel like if the light hits it just right, it's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and finish up this look off camera, and I will be back to show you the second completed look. Alright, so this is going to complete the second and final look with this palette. This is fun. I really like this. I'm impressed with the way that these shades performed. Let me show you what I used to finish off this look, and then we'll zoom out and talk about the palette. So for my waterline, I went in with one of the NYX Epic Wear liners. This is in the shade Turquoise Storm for my waterline, and then I went in with my same liquid liner and mascara for my lid, and I really like this. I think it's beautiful. That shade, what was it? Which one? The shade Cute Couture that I put on my lid. I really like that. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like with purple shadows, and I can't wait to see what this is going to look like with blues. I'm excited to play with this, but let me go ahead and zoom y'all out a little bit and we'll discuss this palette. Alright, you guys, so I'm impressed. I really enjoyed the formula in this palette. It is much better than the previous experience that I had with this brand. I'm happy that I gave it another shot because this is a beautiful formula. I really enjoyed it. It went on really nicely. I didn't have any issues with it patching, with it skipping, with it grabbing, doing anything like that. I didn't really even have any fallout with the mattes. I had a little bit of fallout with this shimmer shade on this eye, but it is a little bit on the flakier side, and I did go in really heavy-handed. I wasn't prepared for it to be as soft as it was, but I think that the color story in here is really, really pretty. I will say that these two shades, although they look very similar in the pan, they're not. One is a little bit more on the warm tone side, and the other one's a little bit on the cool tone side. I like that we got sort of like this berry red shade in here too. I think that the color story is very well thought out. Like I said, I appreciate that we didn't get a black. We got this deep navy blue because it's gonna go very well with all of these, whereas a black I feel like could be a little bit too much, especially with as pigmented as these shades are. It could really take over your entire look quickly, but this is beautiful. We played with every single shade in the palette except for this one right here, and I am excited to play with it. I will definitely create another look in a short and probably a reel over on Instagram and make sure that I use this shade, but I'm impressed. It's beautiful. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what else the brand does, and yeah, I think this is beautiful. I do like the packaging. I think the packaging is very sturdy. It's very nice. I like the way that it looks. We have a nice mirror in here. The pan sizes, these are good size pans in here. These are not like your average size pans. So this is beautiful. I'm excited. It gets a big thumbs up from me. I really, really enjoyed it. But let me know what y'all think. Which look is your favorite? I have to go with this look over here. I'm a sucker for purples and berries and mauves. Like, you had to see it coming, but let me know which look was your favorite. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like this brand? Have you tried them before? Did you pick up this palette? Is there another palette from the brand that you recommend that you really like the formula of? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let's have that conversation. And as always, I want to thank you for watching my video and spending your time with me today. It means so, so much. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified of all my future posts here on my channel. I do post quite a few videos every single week, most days if not every day, and I wouldn't want you to miss one. But until my next video, have a good one. Bye.